the most critical voices that I'm hearing throughout the African continent, and in particular my own country, Zambia, is that of investment in science and technology, meaning all the subjects that are associated with science are some of the things we're focusing on. My own country at the moment is doing a lot of infrastructure, so I'm looking for engineers of different types, civil engineers, and so on. We want to diversify in energy, so I'm looking for nuclear scientists and electrical engineers. Zambia's economy primarily depends on mining, so we're looking for geologists, metallurgists, mining engineers, and so on. And of course, for any nation to develop, you need doctors. So we're looking to improve the numbers of our medical personnel in the country. For me, I think I have two major priorities. One of them is that I need artisans, because you can have all these PhDs, first degrees, and masters, but the kind of work they do is very different from those that give the support services. So Zambia has put a very high premium on skills development, and I'm looking for all types of skills to support the different economic activities. For example, we want to industrialize. Therefore, I need all the engineers, artisan engineers, mechanics, and so on to support the industrialization. We would like to get into agriculture as one of our diversified economic activities. Therefore, I'm looking for extension officers in agriculture. So that's the first priority. The second priority is obviously now to provide the le creme de creme. So I'm looking for people with first degrees, masters and PhDs, and even postdoctoral. One of the major challenges the continent is having, obviously, is climate change. And therefore, we need to do a lot of joint research activities in the areas that are associated with climate change, such as the areas of energy and so on. Secondly, because of the diversification of our economy, the dependence on copper, we obviously need a lot of investment in transport. So we're looking at joint research and even academic activities in the area of rail engineering and so on and so on. And also, again, in the area of energy, because we need to transport. Zambia is land-linked. Therefore, we need ways in which we can actually cushion the transportation of the crude oil into Zambia, and how we process the oil into different products that you can get from crude oil. And that's an area that Zambia hasn't been very much involved in. So we need some joint research activities. But much more, in the new technologies now, we need a lot of research activities joined between Russia and Zambia in nuclear science. We need a lot of activities in health because of the fact that there are a lot of emerging diseases. Recently, Africa was ravaged by Ebola, for example. So we need a lot of joint research in the area of zoonotic infections. Ebola is one of them, but there are many other zoonotic infections that we have in the country, like gas gangrenes. They are all caused by the different types of bacteria. We still have a lot of activities around HIV, so that's where we can invite Russia to participate, especially in the vaccine production against not only HIV, but also malaria and trypanosomiasis. Yes, I would like to invite the young professionals, both Zambians and Russians, to come and participate in our activities in Zambia. However, I still want also the older. The reason is that the older have a lot of expertise, which the young people don't have. So what you want is a mixture of energy. The young people come in with a lot of energy to be able to run around and get things done, but the older people come in with experience. In fact, I'm saying, even those that are retired but are not tired are invited to join us in Zambia, because we really need a mix of the young and the old and the retired but not tired to be able to move the country forward. I want to take this opportunity in this interview to say to the people out there in Russia that are still active, their brains are still active, to come to Zambia and join us in shaping the future of my country.